Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Let's see who's in here. Lisa, it is Stacy, tarot reader. Oh, crap, what happened? Kimberly Mack, good morning. Crap. Mark Denning, good morning. It's good to see you. Not my verbiage. Sapphire. Will, good to see you. Cheryl T. Now, crap, I'm trying to look at this on my phone. You know how you turn your phone sideways and the chat will come up? Keeps messing up. Cheryl T, never lose hope. Did everyone have a good weekend? They buried my mom's boyfriend over the weekend. They did that Saturday. We were actually shocked they did it so quick. We thought they were going to wait for his son to come in, but his son has COVID, so it was going to be a couple weeks. So they went ahead and did it. Yeah, it's really sad. My mom and my son took his little wiener dog. His name's Raptor. Timothy named him Raptor. I don't know why. But anyways, they took him to the funeral and let him see Wayne. And my mom said that, she held him up and let him sniff him. Anyways, a little bit later, they left. And my mom said that he had calmed down after that. He was real upset before that. But, after he got to say his goodbyes, he's okay. He's sticking right by my mom's side. And I may end up with his sister. I don't know yet. Hey, Very Mary. Good morning. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, it was a shock. Yeah, he had cancer, but he was in remission, and he was on oxygen, so he was having some trouble breathing. So he went to the hospital. They admitted him. They stabilized him. He was feeling good. He was going to be going home on Thursday. Anyways, that night he talked to my mom. Said he felt better than he'd ever felt. And then sometime after they hung up the phone, early in that morning, he must have got up and took his oxygen off. And when he got up, they said he had a heart attack and fell and hit the nightstand. His head hit the nightstand. They said they worked on him 30 minutes, just couldn't save him. I don't know why he didn't have his oxygen on, unless he was going to go sneak and smoke or something. On a happier note, Chloe, my little Yorkie, is doing so much better. Sapphire, I'm waiting on a COVID test for my son. He was exposed at school. Oh my gosh, hon. Prayers. I hope he don't have it. Let me know. Oh my goodness. But anyways, Chloe is doing I'm going to say 98% better, because she still has congestive heart failure, problems with her heart. But since she started antibiotics, she's feeling 100% better. And here's a good thing. She has not had to take that cough syrup much. She's all but quit coughing. I did get up with her at 2 o'clock in the morning this morning and give her some, but she didn't have none all day yesterday or the day before. Hey, Light Feather. And then I messed up my leg, y'all, this morning. I put all my weight on it to bend over my desk to pick up something that fell on the floor. Messed up my leg. Hey, Red Rhyme. Thank you for giving me the link to that book. We're going to read that and have a book club meeting. Anyways, I got some true crime for us this morning. I saw something about Lori Vallow. Let me get over here. See, she used tell Melissa good morning. I'm trying to look at my chat on my phone. I got it set up on a little phone stand here. Okay, so I saw something about Lori Vallow. Her big mouth is getting her in trouble. You know, they say loose lips sink ships. My granny says that. A lot of people say it. But it says the Phoenix PD releases details on how their third ex-husband died. Well, y'all know that audio from her stupid court meeting? Was it called Preparing the People? Where she said that she thought about murdering Joseph Ryan. Since the police found out about that, they're investigating now Joseph Ryan's death. The Phoenix PD was. Hell, I thought they was already investigating it. Well, the FBI is. But you would have thought they would have been investigating it too already. It says on November 8th, the Phoenix Police Department said investigators will review the case, but it doesn't mean it's being reopened for investigation. Now, I found an older article about Joseph Ryan. Let me just share here. They updated it last night. And we can read, a little bit of the details about, his death. There's a cute picture of him and Tylee. Tylee reminds me of my son because my son, is big boned and stuff. Just, a little chubby, cute thing. There's a picture of Tylee when she was young with her daddy. So it don't mean it's reopened for investigation, but they're reviewing it. It said the announcement of the review came after audio was found of Lori Vallow allegedly saying she wanted to murder him. So the report about Joseph Ryan's death reveals that Ryan's neighbor, identified as Roy, I'm not going to be able to say this right, Zelingia, I think, came out of his apartment with his dog. Roy noticed his dog scratching at Joseph Ryan's door before he smelled a strong odor, saw flies inside the apartment. Investigators discovered Ryan's body on his bed in the advanced stages of decomposition. Now, on down here, when it said his cause of death, when I read that, I was like, oh my God, that's similar to how Alex Cox died. Like a heart attack, blockage of the arteries. It says 10 days later, police contacted Lori Vallow, who was listed on the report as next of kin. Lori told the officers she had not heard from Joseph Ryan in about 2 years, according to the report. Lori also said she shared a 15-year-old daughter with her ex-husband. We now know that child to be Tylee Ryan. Police say Lori asked what happened and then told the officers she would talk to her daughter after learning the details. And this reporter, Justin Loom, he's got Joseph Ryan's autopsy and everything he shared on Twitter. Let's see who said this. I couldn't believe it. He was here in Atlanta with us for Thanksgiving. 4 months later, he was gone, said Austin Murphy, Ryan's cousin. The Office of the Maricopa County Medical Examiner determined Ryan's cause of death to be from, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to say this. Arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease. I didn't pronounce that first word right. Medical experts say I don't know what it is. That first word I told y'all, that means it's a hardening and narrowing of arteries and puts blood flow at risk. The disease can cause heart attacks and strokes. Isn't that kind of similar to how Alex Cox supposedly died? Didn't he have hardening of his arteries and stuff? So in this other tweet, Justin Loom, this reporter for Fox 10 says, as for FBI Phoenix spokesperson tells me Bureau can't confirm or deny existence of investigation. When asked about another outlet's report of Ryan's death being looked into with connection to Lori, I'm told that is inaccurate. Wow. Just because, at first glance it looks like he might have died of natural causes doesn't mean that he did. Isn't it possible for some kind of drug or poison to make you appear, if you have it, like, make you appear like you've had a heart attack or something. Let me look at the chat here. Hey, Karen. Gee, what marriages you and the R supposed to be in the last sentence? Cheryl, Alex had pulmonary embolism. Yeah. Didn't he have like a blood clot? Didn't like a blood clot go to his lung? That's what I understood about the autopsy report. We read it on here. Denise Rainey passed from the same thing that Alex did. Oh, it's so sad. I like Denise. Lisa, are you sick or something? Okay, let me go on about this. Murphy describes her initial thoughts when she found out about Joseph Ryan's death. My fear was that he committed suicide. Not that I ever thought he was suicidal, but I knew Lori was making him suffer with not being able to see Tally. He spent so much money fighting for Tally, so I knew money was tight, said Murphy. Lori and Ryan became embroiled in a long custody battle over their daughter Tally Ryan in 2009, starting in Travis County, Texas. Court documents say Ryan accused Lori Vallow of parental alienation, alleging he had not seen his daughter for more than a year at one point. Ryan also referred to a court-appointed psychologist who interviewed Lori. Well, any psychologist that's interviewed Lori, she's full of them, you know. I think she had a mental evaluation. I think Charles got her to have one somehow. I can't remember how, but she went in there and fooled them. She didn't tell them the truth, that she thought she was a celestial being going to lead people into heaven when the apocalypse comes. Stupid thing. Back in 2007, a Travis County affidavit obtained by Fox 10 revealed the arrest warrant for Alex Cox, the brother of Lori, who is now dead. The affidavit stated Cox shocked Ryan with a stun gun and threatened to kill him. This happened after Ryan and Vallow exchanged Tally at a neutral meeting place in Austin, Texas. The next year, Cox pleaded guilty to second-degree aggravated assault and served 3 months in jail. So he attacked Joseph with the stun gun in front of freaking Tally at a custody exchange. That shows you what kind of people Lori and Alex are. Or Alex was. Crap, every time I touch my phone. I'm trying to look at chat. Oh, good morning, Chatterbox. I didn't see you in here. I thought I read a report one time where like a therapist said, they was doing like damage to Tally, of course. People don't realize it when they're in these big custody battles and they're fighting their ex because, they resent them and hate them so much. It's affecting the children, Myself, I always put my son first and his happiness. Even though, I kind of do dislike his dad. I'd never keep him from his dad because he loves him. You know what I mean? See, Lori don't have the same mindset. I'm still suspicious that her and Alex might be involved in Joseph's death. You know what I'm eager to see? Tammy Daybell's autopsy report, especially her toxicology. And I wonder what's the holdup on the murder charges. Lori and Chad's not been charged with murder yet. I know they got to make sure everything's in order so the charges will stick. They won't get off on no technicalities. Okay, so it just goes on to talk about, Lori being in jail. The remains, Tylee and JJ's remains being found on Dunbell's property. It says in another case linked to Dumbbell, the Idaho Attorney General's office is investigating the death of his first wife, Tammy, who died on October 19, 2019, in her home. Authorities exhumed Tammy's body in Utah 2 months later. The Idaho Attorney, I guess it's Attorney General, it says AG, is investigating Daybell and Lori for conspiracy, attempted murder, or murder, but no charges have been filed. Let's get them charges filed, people. Lori and Chad deserve the death penalty of what they did to JJ and Tylee and Charles. Let's not forget Charles and probably Tammy. I just can't get over this little picture how cute it is of Tylee and her dad. Bless her heart. How hard she must have had it, you know. Colby, too. All the kids, you know. Here Lori is fighting with Joseph and, you know, preaching all this hogwash stuff about her being a celestial being and, you know, zombies being on Earth, people going without souls. Can you imagine hearing all that crap and you're a teenager? Can you imagine? I'm really suspicious they're responsible for all, just found a sneaky way to make them look normal. Yeah. Okay, Light Feather, I know how that is. That's all right, Chatterbox. You can message me, you know, since it's going on, you didn't talk to me. You can message me. Okay. So, oh, Hori Lori, hopefully she'll get some charges. I think she definitely deserves the death penalty. She is definitely the most responsible for her children being murdered. You know, because they were her children. She was responsible for their safety and care. It's funny. Chad Daybell's kids were not in their way, just hers. He had teenagers too. He's got a teenager, right? How come his kids weren't in the way? Thank God they didn't do anything to those kids. But I'm just saying, you know, her kids had to go. What about his kids? I think he talked her into doing that. I think Lori is a very, very sick woman, of course. I think she's got like something like, I'm not a doctor though, just my opinion, schizophrenia or something. And Chad saw that and he knew he could manipulate her and, you know, do all this and that. Yeah, her name's Hori Lori, and I usually call a Sapphire. I usually call Chad Daybell Dumbbell. So if you hear me saying dumbbell, I'm referring to ugly ass Chad. I can't stand that son of a bitch. God, I shouldn't call people that, but Jesus, he's a monster. That ugly thing. Jesus. I don't know who would have him. I don't know who would believe that crap to begin with. Let me get to one of my other stories. Last year, guys, we talked about a family that was murdered in Mexico. There was 14 of them traveling together, 14 kids and 3 women. Let me go down here and look. The attack happened on November 4th, 2019. They have arrested a suspect. I mean, like, there was a bunch of them killed. Let me see my notes here. I thought I had it wrote down how many was killed. I'll just read the whole article. I've been having a little bit of mania, ADHD, so my memory's shot. Okay. So here's the family. So they moved to Mexico because polygamy was against the law where they were living. Mexican authorities have arrested a man in connection with the murders of a Mormon family a year ago in Sonora State, according to the Mexican Attorney General's office. 3 women and 6 children were killed in the November 4, 2019 attack that the Mexican Public Security Ministry believes was perpetrated by an organized crime group. The Attorney General's office identified the suspect arrested on Wednesday as Alfredo L. and said he was charged with homicide, murder, damage, and committing crimes as a member of an organized crime group. Well, what's the name of this crime group here? The suspect was arrested in, let me see if I can say this, Ciudad Juarez on warrant secured by the Office of the Special Prosecutor for Organized Crime Investigation, prosecutors said. I had to look up those cities' names this morning. I got them right down. Okay. 3 women and their 14 children were headed to a wedding on November 4th when their convoy of 3 SUVs was attacked. They were all members of the LeBaron family, which moved to northern Mexico years ago after polygamy was outlawed. Last December, Mexican authorities arrested the police chief of, let me see if I can pronounce this. I think it's called Llanos. It's spelled funny. Why don't they just, you know, it's wrote a certain way, but it's not pronounced that way. It's so confusing. Okay. A small town in the state of Chihuahua near the U.S. border. Fidel Alexandro Vallagass, something like that, was arrested on suspicion of colluding with and protecting an organized crime group. Is this the cartel that took a hit out on this family? Let me go back up. Go to the article that first came out. Let's see. November 11th, 2019. This was last year. See, one of the little boys got away, Devin Langford. I think he was just 11 years old. It says, after witnessing his own mother gunned down in front of him, Devin Langford walked around 14 miles to find help for his family after they were ambushed in Mexico. Oh, he's 13. Excuse me, my bad. 13-year-old Devin was in a white Suburban with his mother and siblings when a group of armed men approached them and opened fire. The boy said his mother, identified as Donna Langford, began to pray right before she was shot and killed. She was trying to pray to the Lord, and she was trying to start the car up to get out of there, Devin told Good Morning America. The victims were part of a faith group who lived in Sonora, an established faith-based city in Mexico, around 70 miles from Douglas, Arizona. The attack happened while they were driving to a wedding in LeBaron, Mexico. This was a targeted attack. They burnt the vehicles and everything, killed the little children. Some of the little kids survived, and that Devin hid them out up in some bushes. There's one of the car. Let's see. There's the little boy. He saved some of the kids' lives. He's a real hero. Now, they've got one suspect. They said they fired a police chief or something. There's more people involved in this. Will, do you think he's innocent? I need to get into that Making a Murderer. I got Netflix, and I really need to get into that. Then maybe I can go on Not My Verb's channel, Linda's channel, ask her some questions because she seems to be an expert about it. Thank you for the link. Got my mug. What kind of mug did you get? Yeah, the chief of police in Mexico. Let me go back here. See what it says about him. Yeah, he was protecting this organized crime group. I want to know the name of this group. Is it like a drug cartel or something? Oh, he was arrested. The police chief was arrested. It says in a small town in the state of Chihuahua near the U.S. border. He was, his name is Fidel Alexandro Vallagass, something like that. He was arrested on suspicion of colluding with and protecting an organized crime group. He protected this group, is what I'm gathering. Knowing they killed this family. Let's go back up to the family. I'm just wondering if these women traveling together were sister wives or whatever. I mean, it really don't matter. Polygamy interests me. It intrigues me how these women can share one husband because I'm just like, I just couldn't do it. But it just blows my mind how they all get along and stuff. Of course, I watch the show Sister Wives and stuff. I started and escaping polygamy. A lot of people try to get out of that. Hey, Southern Mom, don't text and drive. Anyways, I hope there's more arrests to come because this guy's not the only one responsible. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you about? Oh, yeah, this monster that killed his girlfriend, her mom, and her sister. And you want to know why he killed him? He was raging because she didn't feel like braiding his hair. She didn't feel like, he said, will you braid my hair? She's like, no, I don't feel like it. He said, well, fix me something to eat. She said, no, I'm not feeling good. So he hit her. Her mom and sister come. She got her baby there with her, a toddler. Mom and sister come. They get out of their car. They're confronting him when they see, her face is messed up where he hit her. The baby's in the house with his grandmother. Let me share his picture. He pulls out a gun and shoots them all. He didn't shoot his grandmother. I want to read the whole story to y'all because I'm bad at explaining things. Chicago man rages over girlfriend's refusal to braid his hair. Kills her, her mother, and her sister. He's just 25 years old. It was ordered he be held without bail this week for the June murders of his girlfriend, her mother, her sister, apparently because his girlfriend wasn't feeling well and wouldn't cook for him or braid his hair. Shatanta Harris, 24, John Matthews, had a 4-month-old son together. Although they lived in separate houses about a mile apart, CBS Chicago said, Harris and the boy were staying at Matthews' home for Father's Day, prosecutors said. Matthews asked Harris to cook for him. She refused, saying she didn't feel well. She said the same thing when he asked her to braid his hair. This time, Matthews reportedly became furious. When Matthews struck Harris in the face, his grandmother intervened, took her outside, but Matthews followed. While Harris tried to telephone her mother to come pick her up, prosecutors said, Matthew continued to berate her, grabbed her phone and broke it. His grandmother let Harris use her phone to call. The harassment continued while they waited for Harris's mother, Frances Neal, 56, to arrive. She came to the house, along with Harris's sister, 27-year-old Jasmine Neal, and immediately noticed the bruise on Harris's face. Frances Neal asked why he had hit her daughter, and he replied, she didn't do shit for him. He hated her, telling everyone to get off his property, according to prosecutors. The baby, however, was still inside, and Matthews refused to let Harris go get him. At that point, Jasmine Neal called 911, saying Matthews attacked Harris and refused to give her the boy. According to prosecutors, Matthews pulled a handgun from his waistband, shot Frances Neal in the chest, back, arm, and leg, and Harris in the chest. He fired one shot into Jasmine Neal's head when she tried to run away. Matthews' grandmother called 911 while he fled. Harris's mother and sister were pronounced dead at the scene, and Harris was taken to Advocate Christ Medical Center for treatment. The shooting left her paralyzed from the waist down, and she died from complications related to her injuries on September 5th at a nursing home, prosecutors said. Harris and Matthew's grandmother both identified him as a shooter. A warrant for his arrest was issued on June 25th. I'm glad his grandmother didn't take up for him. She's probably really scared of her grandson, Tristan. Authorities eventually tracked him down in Iowa, where he was involved in a car crash in early August. He gave a fake name, prosecutors said, but later identified himself and was taken into custody on the arrest warrants. He was returned to Chicago on Thursday and appeared in court on Friday. Yeah, his grandmother didn't try to take up for him. She knew what he was doing was wrong. Can you believe that someone would get that mad over someone not cooking and braiding their damn hair? Have you ever heard of a beauty shop, barbershop, buddy? Let them braid your hair. But pull out a gun and execute those women like that. That's what he did. I see a crime that caught my eye here about a professional ballet dancer. We got someone in the community that does ballet. Ballet Babe, I don't know if y'all know her or not. But I think she's a ballet instructor, dance instructor from what I understand. Let me take some of these ads down. Let's see. I need a wireless mouse here. I can't stand this mouse thing on this laptop. Former professional ballet dancer kills husband amid custody battle. See, these people that do that, they're not thinking about their kids. You might not love your partner no more, but your kids still do. People don't understand that. I'd never do anything that would make my son's heart hurt. You know, you're not supposed to speak badly of your ex in front of your kids or anything or want harm to come to them. Melanie, Christina, good morning. Good morning, anybody else I missed. Hey, Sunny Side Up. How are you? She has some dead eyes there. Yeah, let me go back up and look. I just glanced at her. Yeah, she looks like she's on something. See how her eyes look different? She could be like me. One of my eyes is a little bit bigger than the other one. You can see it when I face straight forward if you pay attention. Okay, a retired professional ballet dancer is behind bars in connection with the September death of her husband. According to a press release by the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, Ashley, let me see if I can say it, Benefield, something like that, 28, was charged on Friday with second-degree murder. She's accused of killing her husband, Doug. Let me see if I can pronounce her name. Benefield or something. Benefield. I'm going to call it Benefield. Benefield allegedly shot the victim twice. She was in a heated custody battle with her husband, who lived separately from her, police said. She reportedly said her husband attacked her, but investigators said they found no evidence that she was acting in self-defense and no evidence of physical abuse. In each of these cases, it did not appear that she was being abused. We could not find anything there that would have led us to arrest her husband for whatever these claims were, even some involving their children. Manatee County Sheriff's Office spokesperson Randy Warren said, according to News Channel 8. On the day of the incident, Doug Benefield went to a home in a Central Park neighborhood at Lakewood Ranch, where the suspect was staying with her mother. He intended to visit his child, but an argument ensued, and the victim ended up wounded. He later passed away from his injuries at a local hospital. We really have to look to make sure there's no evidence she had been abused, and that just did not exist in this case, Warren added. We're looking for injuries. We're looking for torn clothing. We're looking for a sign of a struggle, things that were inside the residence. We got a warrant. We were able to go in. We were able to examine that closely. There was no evidence that this was an act of self-defense. We had a case similar to this. The woman had like 3 or 4 different trials. Mary Pease. Check it out. There's a documentary on her on American Justice. Oh, well, look, she's like all dolled up in this picture. It says American National Ballet about 3 years ago. Meet our founder and executive director, Ashley Benefield, a proud Maryland Youth Ballet graduate and retired professional ballerina. Hey, she even looks mean in that picture. No, she's probably like modeling or something, but I just think that looks weird when someone's like, got no smile or nothing in their picture, just like stone cold face or something. But she sure don't look like this in this picture. Makeup does wonders, doesn't it? I wonder how old their kid was. I wonder if the kid's seen this. Oh, thank you, not my verbiage. Hey, Tremaine. Hey, we need to collab on making a murder. I need to educate myself. And then I need to come on your stream or you come on mine. Let me, let's discuss it. I'll be watching it on Netflix. I started watching The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann on Netflix and got interrupted. Yes, I said Maryland. It is Stacy. Let me go back down and see what it said. A proud Maryland Youth Ballet graduate and a retired professional ballerina. So she must have went to dance school there. Maryland Youth Ballet. Must be a school. Like feather. Guess makeup always does wonders for me. Yeah, it can make you look like a totally different person. You be contour and stuff. Um, I know how to contour a little bit. My problem is freaking eyeshadow and doing eyeliner. I'm getting some that freaking stamp on eyeliner. Does the wings for you. I'm also going to get some of that eyeliner. It's like magnetic because the eyelashes just snaps on there. I've never wore fake eyelashes though. I always feel bad for the kids too. That's always the first thought in my head, Very Mary. Like, do you not think how that's going to hurt your kid? Their dad dying, being murdered by their mother, you know? I just don't think how that's going to mess up kids. Let's see what else is going on. I saw something about a small town police chief. He had to step down after he made some kind of post online telling people to get violent about the election, attack Democrats. If you see them out in public, get up in their face and stuff. Hey, look, there's nothing that violence is not the answer, and I can't believe a police chief would post this. You know what I'm having trouble with is understanding what this exit Democrat means. Let's look up this word. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me get on my chat. I don't know about politics. I shouldn't even pull this up. I just want to see what this Let's see what it means. A supporter of the political and economic theories. Let's play it. Exit Democrat mean.
Marxist.
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 Marxist. Okay. When this is over and Trump is president 4 more years, do not go to sleep. Do not forget what these Marxist Democrat bastards have tried to do. Well, that's not very nice. When you see one in public, get in their face. Do not give them any peace. Throw water on them at restaurants. Push them off sidewalks. Never let them forget they are traitors and have no right to live in this republic after what they have done. I guess he thinks they cheated the election. I don't know about all that. I guess Biden won. Hey, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters who wins, but I'm just saying, like, even if you don't like the president, didn't vote for him, you're supposed to respect whoever's the president. And no damn police chief should be posting online for people to get violent with someone, like the Democrat Party. People are so stupid, lost his job over it. I'm going to quit talking about it. I hate politics. I really just saw that this morning, and I want to know what that word meant. Okay. I got another story for y'all. This babysitter kidnapped a little baby. Thank God he got returned safely. Let's look at I think this is Colorado. A lot of crap goes on in Colorado. I still like to visit there, though. Babysitter kidnaps infant boy. Investigators catch her nearly 600 miles away. Wow. So you can't trust anyone. Babysitter kidnapped a 4-month-old Utah boy and fled with him to Colorado, where she was taken into custody 580 miles away in Denver. Peyton Everett Caraballo, Winston's mother, called Cedar police at around 10 p.m. Friday, telling them she had allowed all 3 of her children to stay the night with their babysitter, who was to return them Friday morning. But the babysitter, identified as Emily Marissa Luciano, made continual excuses about her delay in returning the children. When police investigated, they learned that Emily had dropped the older children, ages 5 and 1, with a third party and taken Peyton, which is the baby, with her to Colorado. Utah officials issued an Amber Alert for the infant and found and returned the other 2 children to their mother. Investigators said they were in contact with Emily Luciano through text and telephone, but she consistently provided deceitful and inconsistent statements to officers and was not cooperative with the investigation. Working with the FBI and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, detectives found Emily Luciano at a Denver International Airport where she was taken into custody and Peyton was found safe and unharmed. Emily Luciano is being held without bond at Denver's downtown detention center awaiting further proceedings. According to the mother's Facebook page, all three children are back in her custody. Let's see if it lets us look at that. I don't have Facebook anymore, but still she'll let me look. Yeah, there it is. Oh no, we don't want no. We don't want no more pictures like that. We just want to look at this. Okay, let me go back to screen share. I don't know if it was going to share that. It shows them all reunited. It looks like they may be in a hospital bed or something. Maybe not. Oh, I'm so glad she got her kids back. That woman was going to skip town with that baby and just disappear. Thank God they caught her before she boarded a plane. I mean, when you get on a plane with the baby, don't they ask you, like, for the baby's, like, I don't know, birth certificate or, I don't know, something, you would think. Gosh, I'm about to block somebody out here. Let me read the chat. Let me get out of this. I'm glad they were reunited. She had probably planned that for a while. I wonder how long she'd been babysitting those kids for. See, it goes to show you can't trust anyone. I think it's kind of weird that, like, she was keeping them overnight myself, but most people just babysit for a while. They don't keep them overnight unless the parents are out of town or something. People going crazy for babies. Hey, if there's plenty of kids in foster care, little babies, toddlers that need people to take care of them. Plenty of babies to adopt. There's a community here on YouTube, people that, adopt children, share their journey about it. Like Feather, only when you go overseas, I think, CC. Yeah, then they'd have to have a passport, right? But you would think they would ask at least for the baby's birth certificate, social security card. I mean, you can get all that pretty quick after you have a baby. So, anyways, I think they should ask for things like that. But thank God she didn't fly out of the Denver airport with that baby. Anyhow, now what y'all want to talk about? We got a few minutes. Guess we could finish looking at crime. See what else is going on. Here's something I found interesting. Hit and run claims the life of a 6-year-old boy walking alone on a road at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. What in the hell was this child doing outside at 2:30 a.m.? Let's see. This happened in South Carolina. The boy was killed early Sunday morning, 6 years old, when he was hit by a car while he was walking along on East Columbia Road. Caden Valdez was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead, the state reported. An autopsy revealed he died from multiple trauma from the collision. The incident happened about 2:30 a.m., Columbia police said, and they are still investigating why the boy was walking alone at that time. The vehicle that hit Valdez was described as a dark-colored sedan. After the collision, the driver left the scene. Oh, how could you do that? How could you run over a little boy and leave the scene? I mean, it was an accident. What? Stop and help him. Police are checking surveillance cameras in the area to see if they captured anything to help with the investigation. That is so sad. What was he doing out of the house? Was he sleepwalking? Did he sneak out of the house? I used to be bad to sleepwalk. I still do it every now and then. But when I was a kid, they had to put gates up, so I wouldn't go down the steps or fall down the stairs. 6 years old, out walking at 2 a.m. in the morning, is hit by, what it says, Dad? They don't even stop. They go on. I hope there's a camera somewhere that catches their tag number. I can't believe someone would hit a kid and drive on, trying to save their own butt, scared they're in trouble. My mind don't think that way. I would have been out of my car trying to help, freaking out. Same age as my granddaughter, I can't imagine. And some people just don't have no heart, don't have no empathy for others. Blows my mind. I believe people don't have empathy and sympathy are freaking psychos. That's what I think. Let me go back to the main page, see what else is going on. A lot of crime went on over the weekend. I saw a picture of a little girl somewhere missing. Right here. Let's look at her. Let me share it. I'll get the ads off here. So many missing children. Oh, she's cute. Got to push 100 things to screen share. My gosh. Nancy Grace and her freaking ads everywhere. A missing 11-year-old girl may have been picked up by a driver of a dark-colored sedan. What's up with these dark-colored sedans? That's all you hear about. Oh, this happened in South Dakota. South Dakota police issued an endangered missing advisory Friday for 6 squawks. I don't know if I said it right. Files girl who disappeared Thursday morning. Nakia Jackson, 11, walked out of her home at about 6:30 a.m. after an argument. Lieutenant Terrence Mattia said she was not appropriately dressed for the weather and may have been picked up by someone in a dark-colored sedan. She was wearing Lilo and Stitch pajama pants, a short-sleeved top, and no shoes, and was last seen on Minnesota Avenue near the airport. I can't say that word. Sisquox, something like that, Falls. I know how to say it in my head. I just can't pronounce it. I do that a lot. Okay, so police said a surveillance camera recorded a dark colored or black car driving in the area when Jackson was walking. The vehicle did a U-turn on Minnesota Avenue and stopped briefly on the east side of the street facing north. She probably called someone to pick her up. Probably someone from social media. They said it's possible that Jackson got into the car and that there were 20 to 30 other drivers who may have seen the car stopping near the girl. They said they don't know if it was planned or if she wanted to run away or leave on her own. They're trying to locate her. So they think the driver of the sedan did speak with Jackson, but the video does not show if she got into the car. He also said he's discouraged that police received no tips. I have an 11-year-old girl missing and I have no Crime Stopper tips. I have a struggle with that and we're a better community than that. What? Some people won't talk in a community when they know something they're afraid to. Sounds like she might have gotten in an argument and called someone to pick her up. Or it's possible she just walked out and some weirdo drove by, saw his chance to pick up a young kid and did a U-turn. Don't know yet, but I hope that they locate her. I can't watch Nancy Grace and in her mouth all about. I know my Mark, my hubby, he doesn't like Nancy Grace either. He's like, "How do you stand her?" I was like, "Her podcast is not like her news show. She was pretty rough on the TV show. She's kind of more laid back on her podcast. When did this happen? Yeah, I hadn't heard either about it. This happened Friday. Let me go back and show her picture. You never know who's watching. I'd love to go to North Dakota. She's a pretty girl. It broke my heart to read she was wearing Lilo and Stitch pajamas. Bless her heart, she's just a kid. I hope no weirdo picked her up. I hope it was no one she met online, some psycho. Something happened to her. She definitely couldn't probably have survived the weather. Just dressed in little thin pajamas. Didn't it say she had no shoes on? We'll have to keep up with this, see what happens with it. Okay, let's get out of the crime and just talk. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to remind y'all, channel members, we're going to do our Google Meet Wednesday night. We're going to start about 8:15, 8:30. So make sure y'all attend. It's fun. You know what I was thinking, guys? I'd like to do some crafts on one of their channel members meeting. Google Meet. Like get some of those Christmas balls, the clear ones that you can decorate. We could all sit around and craft. Y'all could make fun of how bad mine turned out because I suck at crafts. Light Feather sucks at crafts too, so we'll be two peas in a pod, Light Feather. I think that would be fun. You can get those, the clear Christmas balls. You can put stuff in them. I thought about doing like gingerbread ones, putting like gingerbread and like snow in it, and gingerbread men. I got a bad feeling about that case too, Lisa. I got a feeling she might have met someone online. Someone old enough to drive, that's for sure. They were in a vehicle, but they didn't, they couldn't see if she actually got in the vehicle, but they do think she talked to them. I'd say she got in it. If she's nowhere around in that area, she got in that damn vehicle. And it's so weird that they've not received any Crime Stopper tips on that. It's one of those communities where people don't talk. I love making Christmas balls. Yeah, they got them at Walmart. They also got them at the Dollar Tree. Burble, you got your mouth set? Hey, Burble, you're not going to be making fun of my Christmas balls. Oh, yeah, I want to remind you, we're going to have an ugly Christmas sweater party. So find you an ugly Christmas sweater. Come up here on panel with me. It's not going to kill you. I'm going to get Lisa to come up for sure. And we're going to have fun. It's going to be fun. I like to do a Christmas card exchange too, if y'all want to. And one person said they would be interested. I think that would be fun. Then I could hang my Christmas cards y'all send me up on my background I'm going to make. Yeah, clean off your kitchen table, Lisa. I'm lucky to have this little room back here. I can live stream in. I got me a little desk. Y'all know what my desk is? Y'all know when you go to like a hotel or motel and they got those little miniature tables in there, the miniature kitchen tables y'all can sit at and eat, Well, there was a motel closed down, and Mark's friend that owns an antique store got a bunch of the tables. This one looks brand new. And anyways, he gave it to me. Just a little square, small. That's what I use. I sit in my damn rocking chair. I'm going to get a desk chair. I can't stand this rocking chair. I want to put it back in my living room. Ugly sweater deals. Yes, I got a sweater last year. Timothy got me. It's kind of ugly, but it's kind of cute. Then I got another one that's cute. But I really want a Grinch sweater. I really do. I want a Grinch sweater so bad. I also want a Christmas snow globe so bad. They had some at the dollar store for $5, but they weren't looking that great. Are you ready for crafts? Well, I had to go get some. I had to go get some balls. I had to go get some balls. Guess what, Lisa? I just found my lighter I lost the other day, the new green one. It was, it was laying back here behind my box of tarot cards. Yeah, and it would be nice to get one of you all that reads tarot cards up on my channel. You don't got to turn your camera on, but we could do some card readings for the chatters. Very Mary, Stacy, hint, hint, wouldn't kill y'all. Come up and do a few card readings just for fun. I would love to have a reef. Now, I'll tell you somebody that can make reefs. Never lose hope. That, that woman can make anything. Did y'all see my headband? Anyway, she sent me a picture of a reef that she made, and it's awesome. When she gets time, I want a Christmas floral headband made. I'm just kidding. It takes too much time. We need to find Carol Baskin sweaters. Oh my God. Yes, or a big tiger Christmas sweater. That would be so much fun. I love playing Caskin Baskin. I stole that name from Joe Exotic's underwear line. Caskin Baskin. Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't win the costume contest. I didn't even freaking place. That's all right. There's always next year. And I'm going to make sure nobody beats me next year. Because I'm going to have the best costume ever. Yes, go to the Dollar Tree. They got all kinds of stuff to craft with. You're right, Light Feather. Let me highlight that. Yeah, they've got those clear crystal balls there too. I need a couple of those and some fake snow and, like some little miniature, like gingerbread men to put in them. And maybe we need some paint, paint up around it or something. Crap, I don't know. I suck at crafts. I wish Shirley still come into the chat saying she's got her own channel. She's great. She crafts. She can make anything. I sent her a bunch of Sunny's rooster's feathers, and she put them inside necklaces for me. Yes, she sure did. I'm trying to adjust my hair clip here, y'all. Crafting adds up. Oh my gosh. I've been into so many crafts, wasted so much money, Stacy. I've had sewing machines. Mark made me an awesome sewing table. It's got a big celestial moon wood burned into it and a big celestial sun on the other side. He did this self. It's awesome. I have to show y'all. But anyways, I wasted money on that crap and I suck at everything. Tried to crochet. I'm all right at crocheting. I just don't count my stitches correctly or something. Going to learn Discord today. All you got to do is just download the app. On my laptop here, I don't even have the app downloaded. I just go look up Discord. It's easy. If you come in there under like your name that's not a YouTube name, shoot me a message and tell me. I hate messaging people and be like, oh, who are you? So I know. But I have to know who's who. You know what I mean? It's hard to knit. Oh my gosh, Mark can knit. Mark's the one that taught me how to crochet. He's got a big camouflage blanket he crocheted in there. It's almost done. I heard it's Randy's life saying she was crocheting shawls. What the crap? How do people do that crap? I can't do anything. Same CC, so many. What the heck? Was this supposed to be a reef? Yeah. And you know what makes me so mad, like Feather? Mark can do any kinds of crafts. The only thing that I'm good at is making paracord bracelets. No, I'm damn good at that. If y'all want a paracord bracelet, just let me know. I can show you some I've made. I made me a tie-dye one. It's cool. Oh, yeah, really got it. Do you got Discord? Do you need a link to it? Anybody that wants to come in can. Let me go get a link and share it. Yeah, if you're not, yeah, just all I ask if you're not going to use your name on YouTube, shoot me a message and let me know who you are. Because like I said, I hate asking people. I mean, I just feel like, I feel like such an ass doing that. I'm trying to get the link here, y'all. Copy the clipboard. Okay. Oh, I went through my Family Feud cards. We didn't use all the Family Feud cards. So we're going to be playing Family Feud one night. I was going to do it Saturday night, y'all. I was so tired. They had buried Wayne, Mom's boyfriend. She's still upset over that, bless her heart. Of course she is. It just happened, but I'm just saying. Sonia. Hey, hon. I love Sonia. She's cool. Okay, there's the Discord link if anybody wants to join. Has anyone got their Christmas decorations up yet? Not me. I need the freaking dust and everything. I've got one Christmas item bought. Timothy, a sweatshirt. I saw it the other night when I was out, and I was like, that is so him. So I grabbed it. Christmas is not going to be that great here this year. I mean, just too many bills. Hopefully, Chloe's getting better. So hopefully, some of those medicines she won't have to take no more. Because that crap's expensive. And, she's got to have it's like $178 a month. Can y'all believe that for a dog? But I love her. I'd pay $1,000 if I had to. But anyhow. Well, no, it's just not for members. I got members that can go, members can go. I think Alex V runs it for me, but I think if you're a channel member, then there is private rooms that you can go into. Come on, Sonia, join. It's for everybody. I need to build my Discord up, so y'all join. I set that link not to expire. That way, if you need to talk to me, you can just shoot me a private message in there. Because I never get into my emails. I just have a bad habit of not checking them. I still have my fall decor. I have Thanksgiving every year. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to wait till after Thanksgiving, probably Thanksgiving night or something, to put up my Christmas tree. I wanted a new one, but I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to get some lights for it. My pre-lit tree messed up. We can't figure out what's wrong with it, so I'm just going to take the lights off of it because it's still a beautiful tree. It's like a $300 tree. Oh, you getting your floors done tomorrow, Light Feather? You got to show us a picture. Sapphire, I love Thanksgiving. Oh, I love eating on Thanksgiving. Those poor little turkeys. Just think of how many turkeys are killed on Thanksgiving. Isn't that sad? I hope my neighbors don't have skulls in trash for Thanksgiving. Oh my God, Stacy, I remember that. Didn't they have like a lamb skull in the trash or something? Do you know in some people's cultures, that's normal? Let me tell y'all what I saw on 90 Day Fiance. This girl goes to Ethiopia. She's pregnant by this guy that lives there, right? She gives birth in Ethiopia. When they arrive home from the hospital, all his family's gathered there. And they got, I think it was a goat. Might have been a lamb. Anyway, they have that goat there at the door. As soon as she gets out of the car, they cut its throat in front of her in honor of her having a baby. See, it's just their culture. What gets me is these people don't research, the country they're going to. They don't research the culture. And then they get there and they're like culture shock. He was trying to explain to her that they were doing it to honor her. And she was saying, now I feel responsible for the death of an animal. Welcome, Sonia. Hey, y'all, Sonia XOX, she has a channel too. I could get to her link. I wish YouTube hadn't took that away. Used to you could click on somebody's picture in the chat and it would take you to their channel. Now I don't. YouTube's so weird. Would you channel members like to have a channel members live stream? For just channel members? Sometime this week? I got Sonia's link right here. Oh, I see. See if I can send pics you send. Yeah, Lacey can. That's like the Old Testament of sacrifice lamb or goat. Yeah. And then she was all upset because in their culture, all males get circumcised. I mean, I thought everybody did that to their baby boys when they was first born. Anyway, she got mad about that, that girl, 90 Day Fiance. I can't remember her name. She's got the worst wing eyeliner I've ever seen in my life. It's worse than mine. It's just so thick. I'm walking and typing. I can't do that, Sonia. I can't walk and chew gum. But yeah, turkey and ham for Thanksgiving. I like ham, Stacy, baked with some brown sugar on top of it and some pineapples. Oh my goodness, it's so good. No problem, Sonia. Y'all check out Sonia's channel. She's cool. She's really cool. You know, I like just about everybody in this community. What's it called? Crime community? Crime drama? I like just about everybody. I know some people don't get along, but there is like maybe one or two I don't care to listen to at all. But mostly I love everybody in this community. Everybody's welcome in here. Hey, did you see on Elkin Sandra Bullock talking about Mel? No, I didn't see that. That's so weird. Karen must be behind in the stream. Yes, Karen. That little boy was walking alone. 6 years old, 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Parents ought to be charged for murder. Negligent homicide. CC, your outfit was fabulous on Diane's. I saw it yesterday. Oh, thank you, Sonia. My face was still swelled from stinking dental surgery. Speaking of dental surgery, guys, Thursday, got an early appointment. I have to be there at 11:30 a.m. Thursday, so I won't be live. I gotta go get these stinking stitches took out of my mouth. Doctor calls them sutures or something. Anyways, if it's warm outside today and I get time, I might do a channel member stream on the porch, show y'all all the leaves, probably get a glimpse of Annabelle. Back in the day, human placenta and condition. You know what, Stacy? I've heard of women eating their own placenta. Like that's a thing that these rich people's doing out in LA and stuff, eating their own placenta. Isn't that freaking gross? What the crap? You'll be booting me after a week very much. Oh no, Sonia, you're a good person. We need to get the Discord built up so it's booming. Oh my goodness. I got to get off here and finish my laundry. I turned my washing machine off before I went live because when it spins, it sounds like a big freight liner coming down the rails. Tremaine, I'm rich and I don't do that. Women, I'm talking about some women, Tremaine. I saw it on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's how I first learned about people eating placentas. Not Chloe. What's the other one that was married to Scott Disick? Courtney. Courtney was wanting to do it. Karen's behind watching a thing. In her pajamas. Yes, that little girl that went missing. Yeah, 11 years old. She was in her Lilo and Stitch pajamas, Karen. Very merry. It's good for your skin. Placenta is? That is so gross. Purple's grossed out. Oh my gosh. I think egg white's good for your skin or hair or something. Maybe I should try that. Here's something else we could do with the Google Meets. We can make homemade face mask. Because I looked up a recipe to make like a coffee face mask. We could do that. Simple ingredients. I got some coffee scrub right now. It's freaking awesome. It smells like coffee. You just put it on you, rub it around, leave it on 5 minutes. You can put it all over your body. It's a coffee scrub. It's awesome. Got it from Ipsy. Egg whites you've tried. You know, some people put mayonnaise in their hair. You know that channel, Shoot the Shit on the Porch? That brother and sister duo? Well, Ricky, her brother, Pam's brother, has long hair. And he uses mayonnaise in his hair, I think. I was in a stream one day and someone was complimenting his hair and asked, what he used. And he used mayonnaise. Lisa, coffee scrub is great. Did you try it, Lisa? Did your daughter get some in her Ipsy? I did last time. A big old bag of it. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'll probably see y'all a little later. I'm going to try to do a stream on the porch when I get a minute. Probably be this evening. I'm going to try my best to do it. I want Verbal wearing face mask. Oh, yeah. Y'all wear a face mask wherever you go. I've been wearing my tiger face mask Pam sent me. Oh, crap. Never Lose Hope sent me. I said her name, freak. But anyways, I'm going to get off here. I'll probably see y'all in a little bit. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Have a wonderful day.